Hello, Soul Tribe. Hello, Soul Family. Welcome to this channel where we heal and integrate because consciousness is the new frontier. We are healing, removing distorted perceptions from our psyche. We are integrating, remembering the truth of who we are. And who we are is the divine human spirit, connected to God, connected to life, connected to each other, connected to all that is. Welcome. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share these videos with kindred spirits. All right, welcome. Today we are going to be exploring how and why narcissists project. Narcissists project a whole lot of their negative traits on you as their victim. The only time they project anything positive whatsoever is during the love bombing phase, which is not even sincere to begin with. Narcissists are a lean, mean, walking projection machine. And if they do this projection thing of theirs well enough, you are left believing all these negative things that they have projected on you. Remember to add your comments down below so that we can hear the ways through which you have observed narcissists projecting themselves onto their victims. Perhaps they may have projected themselves onto you as well. Let's look at number 1. It is a way of rigging the game. And understand this, to a narcissist, this whole thing is a game. Literally, you are nothing but a token to them. You are nothing but an object to them in this game. You understand? They want you to think they're a good person with good intentions. They want you to think they have no bad intentions towards anyone. Whereas, of course, that's not the truth. They want you to see yourself the way that you should see them. Meaning, they want you to think that you are the bad person with bad intentions. And they want you to see them as if they are the good person with good intentions. So they are switching identities here. They are switching roles. They are switching self-concepts here when they project. They are trying to get you to see them how you are. And then they want you to see yourself as they are. They know they are a demon in human form, and that if you knew what they are, you would want nothing to do with them. For heaven's sake, you would squirm if you would see their true nature. And so they pretend to be you, an empath, and they treat you like they suspect you could be a narcissist. This is usually after the love bombing phase has passed, where they were pretending the two of you are two peas in a pod. After the love bombing phase comes that phase where they treat you like you have deceived them into a relationship, and they look at you with disgust. And they treat you with contempt. And yes, this is how they treat their own inner child too. This is how they treat their true selves. What they are doing by treating you how you should be feeling when you find out who they are, which is repulsion and disgust, they are placing you on the defense before you even get a chance to figure out what is going on. And what is going on is that you are being played. You are being taken for a ride. You are being taken for all that you have. The narcissist is switching roles here, making you question yourself and your motives, making you feel like you are a villain, making you feel like you are here to steal something from him. And he's positioning himself as the innocent victim of your manipulations and sabotage. He's suggesting it with his behavior. And he also makes suggesting statements. You will find yourself working hard to convince him that you have good intentions and that he has made the right decision by being with you. This is exactly where he wants you to be, which is bringing us to our second point, the switching of identities. He wants to place you in a position of defense because as you are busy defending yourself, He is busy moving in on your territory. He is switching your identity. He is becoming you and you are becoming him. Because the more you keep defending yourself and the more you keep questioning yourself and the more you keep becoming self-conscious about your behavior, your thoughts and your intentions, the more you begin to think that you are a narcissist. Number 3, they are initiating you into a lower timeline. So by projecting themselves onto you and by placing you in this defense position where your sense of identity is now unstable. So now you are thinking that you are a narcissist because they have switched identities, they've projected themselves onto you. Now you have been initiated into a lower timeline. That state of consciousness that the narcissist occupies, where you are being tormented by demonic entities. Day and night, they are pecking away at you, telling you how worthless you are, telling you how evil you are, telling you how stupid you are, telling you all sorts of negative and horrible things you can imagine. And the difference between you and the narcissist is that you still have your empathy in place. You are still a good human being. And because of that goodness, this state that you are now occupying is corroding you, is destroying you. It destroys your health. It destroys your sanity. It destroys your relationships. It destroys your career. It destroys every single aspect of your being. You understand? Because you don't have what it takes to survive in this dimension. Because what it is, it's a hellish dimension. It's the lower astral plane. And because you don't steal other people's energies, you are not able to survive in that hellish type of a paradigm. You understand? Number 4, it is a trap. Like a fly caught in a spider's web, you are trapped in the narcissist's false reality where you have now been mentally imprisoned. Here, the narcissist strips you of your healthy self-concept and drains you of all your life force until you have nothing left. You feel lost, confused, and out of your bounds, whilst the narcissist continues to look at you with disgust and treats you with contempt. He has isolated you from all your sources of happiness, your sources of peace, your sources of connection, your sources of self-esteem. And he has now become your internal voice of reason. He now controls your self-concept. And he is the only one now that has the remote control over your feelings. How does he do this? Well, he played a mind game on you. He disconnected you from your true reality and placed you into a false one where you are an outward projection of his own rejected inner child. He did all of this by simply getting you to think and believe he is a really, really good guy, an empath, an innocent empath that didn't know what he was getting into when he got involved with you. He got you to believe all these things through suggestive behavior and suggestive statements. You didn't know when the love bombing stage ended. You were still in that hypnotic spell of romance. And you were only seeing roses as he was making these suggestions and shifting your reality around. Number 5, it is a form of purging. The narcissist needs to project his evil nature onto someone else in order to avoid that painful reality of who he is. But for this to work, the victim needs to buy into the projection because there needs to be an energetic exchange. You see, when a narcissist insults you, either through words or actions, and you don't feel it, he doesn't get any relief from his perpetual pain, because the reason why he's doing this is because he is trying to project his own insecurities, his own pain, his own darkness onto you. And so, in order for this to work, you need to take the bait. You need to accept that projection. And so, if you don't accept that projection, he doesn't get any relief from his pain. So, he needs you to feel the pain so that he can feel good. And he's not really feeling good per se in the technical sense. What he is feeling is the relief of having company in his dark, deranged, miserable reality. Whatever pain that they are feeling, they will try and inflict it on you so that they can feel better. They are purging. Number 6, it is a form of recruiting. The narcissist is recruiting you into the underworld where he lives. And there you will either be a food source or a food source and a recruiter yourself. When you buy into the narcissist projection and are initiated into that lower timeline, you become part of the underworld. This is why you somewhat begin to become and behave narcissistic yourself. There in the underworld, you will serve the narcissist's master, Satan, and you will do his bidding in the world. Unconsciously, of course. For example, you will unwittingly become good press for the narcissist and his agenda. You will become the cleanup crew when the narcissist messes up. You are always there to make sure that he has everything he needs to run a successfully smooth operation. You are helping to maintain a good image for the narcissist, and so you make him desirable to his other narcissistic supply. Number 7, it is a form of self-exposure. So when a narcissist is projecting onto you, what he's really doing is that he is showing who he is. This contempt that he's treating you with, this disgust that he's treating you with, what he is doing is that he is showing you how he treats his own inner wounded child. By projecting himself onto you, he's exposing himself to be the malevolent human being that he is. And so when the narcissist pretends that you are a narcissist, he is exposing who he is. Because you're not a narcissist. And the narcissist knows. He knows that you're not a narcissist. And he's banking on the slightest doubt that you might have about your own identity. It is important to him that you believe his lies and buy into the projection, because if not, he is left exposed to himself. When he tries to convince you that you are this worthless piece of trash that you are not, and you don't buy into it, you remain firm and solid in your identity. His whole thing falls apart, because when a narcissist accuses people of things, this is usually what the narcissists themselves are doing. Now, let's talk solutions. Number 1, you need to understand that God, source, consciousness is the only true reality. And this is the one true reality that you want to connect with. Because any other reality outside of God is a man-made reality and is a very slippery slope. So you want to remain connected to God as your true reality. And you do this through spiritual practice, such as prayer and meditation, or however it is that you do it in your particular religion or spiritual practice. God will protect you from the projections of men. Number 2, you want to heal and integrate, to remove those distorted perceptions, those distorted psychic programs or subconscious programs in your mind, in your psyche. You want to remove them, and you want to replace them with healthy and congruent ones. You want to change that self-concept from the one that has been implanted by all the narcissists in your life, because every narcissist in your life tries to instill some kind of a self-concept in you, a distorted and a defective one. So you want to heal from those programs. You want to let go of those programs. You want to release them, and you want to embrace a healthier sense of self, one that aligns to who the divine says you are or has given you. Number 3, you want to apply psychic protection and boundaries according to whatever spiritual practice that you are part of. As long as you are serving God, you are serving the light, you are serving goodness, you apply that particular psychic protection. Number 5, you want to develop a clear and healthy sense of self, a clear and healthy self concept. It will not be easy to maintain at first, but God will help you. God will protect you as you grow in the light of His love. So, at first, it's going to be a little bit wobbly, but you will remain steadfast in it, and God will help you to maintain it. Because a healthy, clear self concept is what will protect you from predatory human beings. All right. And so that's all that I had to share with you with regards to this one. Thank you so much for spending time with me on this transmission, Soul Tribe, Soul Family. Remember, consciousness is the new frontier. Until next time, namaste.